Laura Diaz, Johnny Mountain, and Todd Donahoe with Eyewitness News at 5.
A sad ending today for a Southland man who died of AIDS he contracted from a tainted medication. His death has sparked outrage from his family. Eyewitness News reporter John North joins us now with more. John?
Well, the young man buried today is one of 4,000 AIDS-infected hemophiliacs who have died. They became infected after taking tainted medication for their hemophilia. Many families are suing the 4 drug companies. Others have accepted a settlement but are still waiting for their money.
Those are my drugs. The good kind, the prescribed kind.
No drug was good enough to cure Gabriel Feinberg's AIDS. The 24-year-old Tarzana resident died last week, one of 10,000 hemophiliacs infected with the AIDS virus from tainted blood-clotting medication. One of 550 families which have refused to take a payout from the 4 pharmaceutical companies which agreed to settle with the victims last year.
The pharmaceutical offer of $100,000 is really a slap in the face to any of us who lived with AIDS.
In the 80s, the drug companies went to prisons and high-risk gay communities to buy blood so they could make the clotting agents. The companies say there's nothing they could do to prevent the tragedy, that little was known about AIDS then.
Well, I've seen inter-office memos that show that they did know. There's been a lot of documents that prove that they knew that there was a problem.
Ken Baxter is one of those hemophiliacs who contracted HIV from the tainted medication. Gabriel Feinberg was 10 years old when he was diagnosed with HIV. According to advocates, the drug companies were warned as early as 1982 they were dealing with high-risk groups that might be giving tainted blood. The companies deny this. Unlike Feinberg and Baxter, more than 6,000 hemophiliacs decided to accept the settlement of $100,000 apiece.
They had been unemployed for several years. They had mortgages to pay, children to take care of. They accepted it out of desperation.
Yet more than a year after the drug companies announced the settlement, there are still more than 1,000 people who are waiting for their money. And nearly 1 AIDS-infected hemophiliac is dying each day. Gabe Feinberg's mother refuses to give up her lawsuit. She says it's not about money.
They have to be accountable for what they did to my son and to countless other sons and indeed whole families.
There are more than 300 lawsuits pending. The information about the warnings was discovered within the last 10 months. In 1995, the Institute of Medicine concluded that the companies and the FDA didn't do a good job warning hemophiliacs about the dangers.